Well, welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast show. I think I'm missing one thing. Is there a reason my coffee is not ready? Pronto! Please, you've got to serve me with your best. I appreciate that.
Nobody ready?
What's going on? It's been nearly 2 decades since The Devil Wears Prada first defined fashion, ambition, and power on screen. In fact, it was a cultural reset across the globe. Now the story continues with familiar faces and a whole new era to navigate. Our girl Zoe Human is here to give us her take on The Devil Wears Prada #2. But before we get into it, let's take a look at the trailer.
Runway. It's not just a magazine. It's a global icon. A winding road that brings us back together again.
Hello?
Well, look what TJ Maxx dragged in.
Sorry. Who is this? Do you know her? Do I know her?
I'm Andy Sachs. Andrea.
She was one of the Emilys.
One of the what?
Am I having a hallucination? Hi, Emily.
You also know her?
We were at Runway at the same time, Miranda.
Really? Where was I?
Where would you like to start?
I am the new features editor at Runway.
No, you are not.
Yeah, we are all so thrilled.
You know what's funny is you've changed. You have. You're much more confident. Kept those eyebrows, though, didn't you?
I mean, the 1st of May is today, so it's officially Devil Wears Prada Day.
And you look so good.
Oh, Zoe, so who am I channeling today?
You were channeling Emily. I don't know if you saw her there. She was there rocking her Dior. Girl, it's
Very
giving
similar.
Dior.
I love it. Why you say you love me if you don't put me in Dior? Do you know what I'm saying? But you have watched it already.
Yes, I have.
And I've got to ask you, 2 decades later of something that took over the world.
Crazy, right?
Is there
2006.
2006. And
What were you
something
doing
that
there? What
it
were
feels
you
like
doing
we
in
literally
2006?
Was I born? Something that we feel we just watched just now. So where do we meet the characters in this film?
So obviously, when they started out, Andy was like my age. She was 26. I'm not 26. I'm a little older. But she was at that phase where she was really building a career. Now she's established. She's a 40-plus woman, you know.
Sure.
She should have it a bit more together, but she doesn't. Where she is in the media industry, how the media industry is moving, they're downsizing. So she finds her way back to the OG Runway.
Oh, I love
And Miranda, she's 76, as we said. Meryl is 76 years old and looking phenomenal. And, you know, she's at that age where people think she should be stepping back, retiring, but she's like, nope.
She's entered her second era.
We're going to keep moving.
Like a second breath has hit her. Now, there's so many fans of the original. I mean, we're here for Sandy Tucci, we're here for Emily Blunt, we're here for the entire cast. Is there anything that feels familiar about this original from 2006?
I mean, absolutely. Obviously, firstly, the characters are the same ones that we have come to know and love. So that already in itself is amazing. What feels different is the fashion. Their budget for this movie stepped up. Meryl even said it herself. Back in 2006, they were calling this a chick flick, you know, and it was very difficult for chick flicks to get the budget that this movie really wanted. I mean, you look at one of Meryl's outfits on the red carpet, you're like, that's my budget done for 3 years. So they really did step up the fashion and just the caliber of people in this movie. I think there's not a single scene in this movie that you don't look at and you're like, oh, how was that just a passing shot? That was $1 million passing shot. What are you doing?
Wow. Okay, well, I'm really excited to see it, mostly for the fashion. But I know so much has changed since 2006. There have been movements that have happened. More inclusivity gets spoken about. Technology is on the rise as well. Does it feel like it reflects 2026 and where we're at now in the world?
I think it does. I think there is a bit more inclusivity in who you see. I mean, you're going to see Ashley Graham on scene. You're going to see Caleb Heron, very well-known plus plus-size figures that are also big in fashion and big in entertainment. And there's a lot of people, even when you come down to POC representation in this movie, Simone Ashley's in this film.
Yes.
There's so much that we get to see and access now that we didn't before. And I suppose, you know, there's so much fat shaming in the original.
Sure.
You see the movement away from that because fashion has moved away from that. I mean, not all the time in high fashion, but for the most part, there is way more inclusivity.
I love Ashley Graham. She just recently announced a new cover and she looks fantastic. And what I loved about it is that she's embracing motherhood. She's embracing being a career woman.
Absolutely.
And when I look at this, it kind of encompasses
That's
all of
what
that,
it is.
right?
I mean, you have characters like Andy, who's still single, and you're thinking to yourself, whoa,
in her 40s.
Me in 20,
Right.
46, what is this going to look like? But, you know, it's nice to also see these stories of women who don't go out of their 20s and the story just ends.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to see that progression. Maybe not everything's going to be sorted out when you're 40. You really do just need to keep moving, and that's so refreshing because I think we get so overwhelmed with this false idea of we have to have everything sorted right now.
Also, I think when I turned 32, they were like, you're off the calendar.
Girl,
I
you
said,
don't look a day over 31.
I'll take that. They were like, you off the calendar. I said, what? Whose calendar?
Exactly.
The Gregorian
Girl,
calendar?
Earlier this year, my brother told me, you're in the prime of your life. I said, the prime?
No, I rebuke you.
I refuse this.
Because it is a lifelong thing. I look at Meryl and I draw so much inspiration from her.
Absolutely.
I know even when it came to being paid for this film, she said, you better up that money. I'm Meryl Streep. Who do you think? You better double and then
I mean,
some.
crazy. One of the features in this movie is Lady Gaga.
Ooh.
Lady Gaga, she has 3 songs in this for the music, all female cast. But it was actually Meryl that hit her up, gave her a call and said, please be in this movie.
Casual.
So imagine you have the power of Lady Gaga. She said, this is not going to be a flop. We're going to have rah-rah fashion, baby.
Oh, look at that. Also, she's from Bridgerton.
Yes, Simone Ashley.
Simone Ashley.
So that's who I was talking about. She's amazing. And last year, she was supposed to be in F1. They cut all her scenes.
No.
So she was supposed to be a love interest in F1. Didn't happen. So I was like, this cannot be Hollywood dropping my girl. Because she is so beautiful, amazing.
So talented.
And her outfits in this movie.
Next level. She's also an artist who's released music recently, so I'm so excited for her career to see where that will go. Yeah?
For real?
Multi-talented.
That's crazy.
I am so here for it. Okay, so let's talk about the iconic roles of Anne Hathaway and Meryl Streep. I mean, do they still embody it like they did in 2006?
I feel like with age, Meryl's gone down a little bit. And we see that in the movie. And it's sort of through Andy, who's gained this confidence with age, that says, don't you remember who you are?
Yeah.
I need to remind you who you are. You need to remind yourself.
Her.
You are her. And sometimes we need those reminders. We need those people in the spaces to say, girl, you're doing it. You're doing the things. You look amazing in your red and your little tie.
Oh,
you're doing...
continue.
You want those people in the spaces. And I think it is a movie that does also encourage more so that women supporting women more so than it ever did before.
I love that. We are girls over here, okay?
And that's why we love this movie.
That's why we love this movie. I can't wait to see it. I'm so jelly that it wasn't your +1. He's also a huge guy on social media.
Comedian. He's a comedian and podcaster. So that's Caleb Heron, who I was speaking about. It's so nice to see him doing amazing thing. And you also have Amelia from Chicken Shop Day. And there's so many figures that were huge online and in podcasts. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, so the cultural significance of
100%.
podcasting, comedians, is in fashion. And that's so interesting to see because that did not exist in 2006.
Well, I look at Amelia from Chicken Shop Date, for example, and she is now presenting on red carpets.
Yeah. Yes,
she
exactly.
Is
the fashion is there.
Yeah, the representation that we all
You need a little
needed.
personality.
Just a little bit. Lucy Liu's in there as well.
I love Lucy Liu.
She looks fantastic,
and I feel like
doesn't she?
it was such an intelligent decision to put her in this movie because when you're thinking of that 2006 nostalgia, the 2000s era, you are thinking of Charlie's Angels, you are thinking of Lucy Liu. And just seeing her, after not seeing her in many movies, because let's be real, she's had a couple in the last few years.
Now.
But yes, that's her main thing. To have her in this movie, her role sort of reflects what she's actually doing in life. And that's sort of very cool to see that. Like, passive, we're stepping back, but oh, give us any bit of Lucy Lou, I will take
we're
it.
happy.
I'm loving it.
Oh my gosh, well, grab your girls, grab your guys, grab your gays, everybody, and come on through. Devil Wears Prada 2 is out today, the 1st of May. We've been waiting for this moment, and it is a return to a world that defined an era, now reimagined for today. The Devil Wears Prada 2 is officially in cinemas, so grab your friends, plan the outfit, and go experience on the big screen.
Go and slay.
Oh,